The Spy Who Betrayed Britain from the Inside. Introduction. During the Cold War, governments feared nuclear war, invasions, and military attacks. But one of the greatest dangers came from something much quieter. Spies. Hidden inside governments and intelligence agencies, these individuals secretly passed information to enemy nations, changing the course of history from the shadows. Among all the spies of the 20th century, few names became as infamous as Kim Philby. To the British government, he was a trusted intelligence officer. To his friends, he was charming, intelligent, and loyal. But behind the polite smile and elegant appearance was a secret that shocked the world. Kim Philby was secretly working for the Soviet Union. And for decades, nobody realized the truth. Early life. Harold Adrian Russell Philby, later known as Kim Philby, was born in 1912 in British India, in the city of Ambala. His father was a respected British official and explorer, giving Philby access to elite education and powerful social connections. Philby later attended University of Cambridge, one of the most prestigious universities in Britain. During the 1930s, Europe was filled with political tension. Fascism was rising in Germany and Italy. Economic depression spread across nations. Many young intellectuals became interested in communism. At Cambridge, Philby developed strong left-wing beliefs and became attracted to Soviet ideology. This would change his life forever. Recruitment by Soviet intelligence. While still young, Philby was secretly approached by Soviet agents connected to the NKVD, the predecessor of the KGB. The Soviets had a brilliant strategy. Instead of recruiting obvious radicals, they recruited intelligent students from elite universities and instructed them to hide their communist beliefs, build successful careers, infiltrate powerful British institutions. Philby became one of their most valuable recruits. The Soviets understood something important. A spy inside British intelligence could be more valuable than an entire army. Entering British intelligence. During World War II, Philby joined MI6, Britain's foreign intelligence agency. This was an extraordinary achievement. A man secretly loyal to the Soviet Union had successfully entered one of the most sensitive intelligence organizations in the world. Philby proved highly skilled, calm under pressure, extremely intelligent, excellent at building trust. His colleagues admired him. Nobody suspected he was living a double life. As the years passed, Philby rose through the ranks of MI6 and gained access to highly classified operations involving both Britain and the United States. Ironically, he eventually became involved in anti-Soviet counterintelligence operations. The man assigned to fight Soviet spies was himself a Soviet spy. The Cambridge Five. Philby was not alone. He belonged to a secret espionage network later known as Cambridge Five. The group included several highly educated British men recruited during their university years. Together, they infiltrated intelligence agencies, government departments, diplomatic offices. For years, they secretly transferred sensitive information to Moscow. Their betrayal became one of the greatest intelligence failures in British history. Passing secrets to Moscow. Philby supplied the Soviet Union with enormous amounts of classified information. He exposed Western intelligence operations, secret anti-Soviet missions, identities of spies, military plans. Some historians believe his information helped the Soviet Union survive dangerous moments during the Cold War. Others argue his betrayal directly caused deaths of agents working for Western intelligence. What made Philby especially dangerous was not only the information he provided, but the trust he enjoyed inside British intelligence. He was considered a gentleman, a patriot, a loyal officer. That image protected him for years. Suspicion begins. Eventually, suspicion started to grow. Several Soviet spies were uncovered, and investigators noticed connections pointing toward Philby and his associates. But proving his guilt was extremely difficult. Philby remained calm during questioning and used his reputation to defend himself. At times, British officials even publicly defended him. This allowed him to escape punishment multiple times. However, the pressure continued building. Escape to Moscow. By the early 1960s, the evidence against Philby became overwhelming. In 1963, before he could be arrested, he disappeared from Lebanon, where he had been working as a journalist and intelligence contact. Soon afterward, the shocking truth emerged. Kim Philby had defected to Moscow. For Britain, it was a national humiliation. One of their most trusted intelligence officers had secretly served the Soviet Union for decades. Life in the Soviet Union. In Moscow, Philby was welcomed by the KGB as a hero. He received honors, housing, and protection from the Soviet government. But despite this, many reports suggest his later years were unhappy. He struggled with isolation, alcoholism, depression. The glamorous world of espionage eventually disappeared, leaving behind a lonely old man far from his homeland. Philby died in Moscow in 1988. Historical impact. Kim Philby's betrayal permanently damaged trust between British and American intelligence agencies. His case forced Western intelligence services to increase internal security, conduct deeper background investigations, monitor ideological loyalties more carefully. Even today, historians consider him one of the most successful double agents ever known. His story continues to inspire spy novels, documentaries, movies, Cold War research, because the most terrifying enemy is often the one already inside the system. Why this story fascinates people. Kim Philby's story feels almost unbelievable because it combines espionage, betrayal, politics, psychological deception, global conflict. Unlike fictional spies, Philby did not rely on gadgets or action scenes. His greatest weapon was trust, and that made him incredibly dangerous. Finally, the spy who infiltrated British intelligence. Kim Philby, Britain's greatest traitor? The double agent who fooled MI6. Inside the Cambridge 5 spy ring, how one spy betrayed the West.